actually live according to your values. So, a few years ago, I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and I asked him, out of these three things, these three values, what would you rate yours? And it was status, self improvement, and family. And his answer was family's number one, self improvement is number two, and status is the last one, number three. And then I went through and I said, well, let me tell you about yourself. And I said, this is how you're actually living your life. Status is number one, self improvement is number two, and family is number three. And then I went on to explain how and why. And I said, you've got a $20,000 motorcycle, but you don't have a single penny towards your children's education. Obviously, status means more to you than your family. I said, you spend more time at work than you do on your personal development, trying to make money. So again, status is far more important to you than self-improvement too. But you do go to the gym, in which case, but the gym does come before your family. In that a lot of what you're doing is not so much, it's more for, let's say, not so healthy. And more so for your status. And so now he actually took it to heart, and later on he did change things around and lived according to his values, and actually he's much, much happier now. There's a guy I work with that he'll watch all these military videos and law enforcement stuff and supposedly values all that, but doesn't work out at the gym and is overweight. He wanted to get promoted and, management, and say I'm professional, but won't shave, won't press his uniform. Will say, hey, I'm religious, and say, yeah. I said, well, how do you reconcile do not kill with going to war? Because you think war is great. Well, it's different. It's not the same. No, it is. So what I'm saying is that I don't, there's another guy, he's religious, but he lies constantly. Here's the thing. I'm not telling you how to have what your values should be. But what you'll find is that most people are definitely not living anywhere close to what they say they value. And so if they believe that this is important to them, but they're not living that way, it's either because they're lazy as fuck, they're weak and lazy, and that goes down to probably because they're masturbating and watching porn. That's really what it comes down to, is they're lazy as fuck. And when it's things like, going against their religious values, even we shouldn't kill, but let's go to war, or different things like that. So that is, well, either you're lazy on the first part, or the second thing is that if you're not living according to your values and it's not due to laziness, then that means that you're living according to what other people are telling you to live, in which case you're afraid. You base your decisions on fear, not on what you actually value, which is why I said that you couldn't Forged in the Icy Depths of Hell video. If you're afraid, you can't live your life. the way you want because you're doing what other people think you should do. You're telling me these are your values, but you're living according to what other people. So why, like my friend who was living according to status, even though he himself didn't said that that wasn't his first choice. And I guarantee you that if you ask people what's most important, they'll usually rate it like him: family first, then self improvement, and then um, uh, status. And yet they don't live anywhere close. It's flipped in reverse. And so it's a combination of being lazy as fuck because you're jerking off, masturbating, watching porn, and programming your brain to have something for without doing anything, as well as you're scared to live according to what you decide you should live by, and instead you're living according to what other people tell you you should live by.